If you had to offer three to four pieces of advice for somebody entering university today, what would it be?
I would honestly say there is nothing which you can't do if you decide that's what you want to do. So I think the most important thing is follow your heart. And I think if you follow your heart, you will find enough resources, both intellectual resources and real world resources, to be able to make that come true. So don't shortchange yourself. I think there's one group of people who will always find excuses. I'm not rich enough. I don't know enough English. My parents aren't privileged enough, so and so. And then those are the kind of people who never accomplish much. But there are the other kind of people who have that can do, will do. Of course, I can do anything which is available. And I think perhaps that's some of the magic of the internet, that so many of these resources are available. But you need to be able to have the courage to get out of your sweet spot, to be able to go up to strangers, to be able to email strangers. What's the worst thing which will happen? They won't reply to your email. What's the worst thing which will happen? Maybe they won't answer you or they'll be rude. But the more you put yourself out, the more your ability to be able to strengthen your confidence levels. And unless you have the courage to be able to do that, I think it's just going to be hard for you to be able to acquire that courage. So I think the great thing about being young is you're pretty shameless. You really don't care when people insult you or whatever else. And I think you should be okay with that. And then that actually just increases your confidence levels. And if someone isn't responding, the right thing is the loss is theirs. They lost an opportunity to learn from me. There's so much I could have taught them. And never mind, if he's not smart enough to be able to learn from me, I'll find someone else who will teach me, whom I will then be able to teach afterwards. So I think your really approach should be there is nothing which I can't do. And the reality is often there is nothing which you can't do. I'm sure we'll all have physical limitations. I'm sure we'll all have certain limitations. But I think if you take the approach that everything is teachable and everything is learnable, life is a lot more fun.